Hey everybody, welcome back to another Madtown Hobby video. My name is Keith and today we've got a little bit of a new product alert. Genesis Battle of Champions. Jason, Jeff revealed on their stream last Monday that along with the new set upcoming called Invasions, there's going to be some new starter decks that come along with it. Now, these starter decks are going to be single affiliation. They're going to be 5 of them, and they put out a little trailer. Jason really goes over the top trying to make these spectacular, so I thought it would be fun to play little bits of it, do a little react and click through this reveal. So let me switch to that here. You can find this video on the Genesis Battle of Champions YouTube page, clipped out separately from the stream that they did. So I'm going to start this off here. What is in the box? Along in this video, you've actually got also new cards revealed. So we'll take a peek at that. First off, okay, Waiting Kerma. First I thought that said Karma, but no, Kerma, because it looks like a giant sea turtle type thing. This will be in the Way with Water deck. Really cool looking monster. Now, I don't know if for any of you, if this is the first time you've seen this new templating for these cards, but I'm giving it a shot. There is still a lot going on here, and that was always a challenge with the original layout. You know, in alpha, beta, Genesis cards looked almost like full arts. They had very little information on them, but you know, you need that information to be able to play the game. So then they changed the templating to show, you know, the targeting grid and all of the abilities, and it was a really packed card that sometimes was hard to read, got in the way of the art. But this new style, they're trying to clean it up, make it easier to read. I guess if you already are familiar with Genesis, you recognize the different pieces here and should be easy to discern. All right, so you've got a new water card. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit here to the next one. You've got a new Earth and Rupture spell. Wow, that art is pretty gory. That's pretty great. Let's see. Blood Spear, a new technique. And yeah, these are actually labeled with the deck that they're going to come in. So this is going to be the fire focused. Twister, new spell for that deck. Up in the Air, that's what that deck's going to be called. Prokaryotic Hounds, Shock the System, lightning focused, I imagine. And then let's see, skip ahead a little bit here. I can't play this video without some kind of seizure warning. Jason really goes all out with the colors and all of this. So let's skip ahead to the decks here. There we go. So here's your first new starter deck box art. Way with Water. They said these decks are going to be full decks. There'll be 55 cards in the box. You get your 50 card deck plus hero and tokens and all that. And single affiliation. So they said there will be reprints in here from previous sets, and some of those reprints will be in the new templating, so you'll be able to have those going forward. But they haven't revealed much else yet. The deck lists and some of the reprint reveals they're going to do next Monday, so you'll want to catch that stream. All right, Way with Water. Down to Earth. They said some of these heroes are also reprints from previous sets, so you'll actually get them in the new templating as well for the hero card. I'm probably most excited about Lightning. That was always the most fun, I think, for me. Ooh, a lot of color there. And there we go. There's all 5 of them lined up. Now, they said they're going to be going to conventions. They're going to be giving away some of these starter decks if you show up and talk to them there. And that's pretty exciting. I mean, this game had 2-player starter sets, so you get they were outdated. You get 2 decks, the little paper play mat, cardboard tokens. You get the things you need to have that 2-player experience in a box from the outset. But they didn't really have a single deck that someone could just drop, $10, $8, whatever. They haven't revealed the price of this yet, but they said they're trying to keep it cheap. And be able to introduce someone to the game. And, I buy if they sell these like a 5-pack online, something to where you could grab these in a bundle, give a couple to your friends. That could be really interesting. Now, I'll be looking for a few things here myself. First of all, is there anything in these decks to make them interesting to people who are already in the game, the collectors? I don't think so. I feel like Edge of Exile as a principle is trying to cut back on chase. Now, I don't want to make it sound like there's going to be nothing around for the collector, nothing for someone who chases these things, but they want to reduce the amount of FOMO buying. They want to reduce the amount of gambling, people just opening hundreds of boxes to just get the $1,000 card and then, dumping the rest and driving up singles prices for some things. And, I think you need collectors in your game, so there will be some of that. Now, the debatable part here, since we're talking about precons, is do you do that, in a pre-constructed deck? I think some other games have done a really good job with that. I think this line they're going with reminds me more of like Flesh and Blood. I've actually got one of their starter decks right here. It's just a deck to play with. There is a foil hero or an art card, something to make it interesting, but they're not really in high demand. There are other ways to get these if you want. But, a simple deck that you can hand a new player and get them introduced into the game. And I think that's the direction they're going. Other games put chase cards in the starter decks, or Lorcana just came out and there is a pack you can open in the starter decks. Now, I would love for there to be a pack of Invasion in each of these boxes. If the company was in a more stable, secure space, I think that would be a great idea. But, kind of starting from the ground up, their focus is mostly just getting cards into players' hands and minimizing, lowering the cost of these starter decks as much as possible. So it is a choice, and it will probably work out for them. There's a lot of community that existed for Genesis with the previous company, and they've got a lot of work to bring those people back and introduce to them a product that's actually interesting. This is a great start. It's fun to see this experiment in action, and that's why I'm following along now. The idea that the community members who had ideas, who had things they wanted to tell the company to improve the game. Now those people own the game and they can make those improvements. And these simpler single affiliation, easy to use starter decks were one of the things everybody wanted, and they're doing it. So that's great. So hey, if you're excited about these, catch their stream next Monday. They said they're gonna be revealing some more of the deck lists, more of the reprints. They're also doing giveaways on the stream now, so you can pick up some old packs just for showing up and participating in the chat. And that's great. So thanks for hanging out. You want to see more Genesis content from me, like and subscribe, and we'll keep it going. All right, have a great day.